Welcome to another cataloging. This is 4:50 West African time. My local time, we're same time currently at London, and it's I don't know. It's practically 11:50 a.m. New York time. I'm going back to my daily chat right now. I pray the network is stable. I pray the network is stable. But while it's loading, so apparently, I think I was in a meeting, alright, earlier, prior to this time, and I just had this insight. You know, life is precious, and timing is everything. My older brother came home, and he definitely was like opportunities. And funny enough, you know, it's something I've always thought. You know, I've always imagined that. I think grace is abundant in preparation. Yes. So basically what I mean is doing the right thing at the right time. That adage, you must have heard of it. Doing the right thing at the right time is actually profitable. Take cognizance of the one constant thing that never changes in that statement. Doing the right thing at the right time. Time. I like to, when he said it, you know, in my head, I was already thinking, damn, you know, so if I spend like 70 years on earth, I actually spent 70 years of time, 24 hours times 70, that is a lot of hours. 24 times 70 is a lot of hours. And I'm thinking, just as, you know, you are, it's called responsibility, yeah? So my dad is actually, you know, if you know me and you're following me, you know, you would actually hear me talk a lot about my dad. Yes. There's a reason. There's a reason. I'm inspired by his way of life. You know, people used to say, I look like my dad, you know, growing up. And I had no idea, you know, I just assumed. But then, like my dad would say again, you know, listen to your elders. Listen to the people in front of you. And like elderly ones or elderly people would say, you know, chew the meat, spit the bone. That is time. And lately, you know, how I stumbled on this stuff, I was in JSS3 and I read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And that was my first approach into finance. You know, I started thinking, I started putting, in fact, I think it is a book I recommend Nigerian institutions should actually, I'm a Nigerian anyway, I'm Nigerian, alright? I was born Nigerian, I'm born Nigerian. And I think our educational system needs to be reformed. To be honest, we need to recalibrate our mode of learning. The states have to pick up. I'm not here to discuss politics, but I studied, you know, political science, and for some reason, I'm concerned about the general well-being of man. I'm not saying I want everybody to have $1 billion. I mean, it's not possible. But where people have equity, you know, where there's equity, equity is basically something you're profitable for or profitable with. You can profit from, or perhaps I don't know. Let me say, okay, in finance, all right, in the market, your equity is basically your claim to something. If I have a phone worth $1 million, it basically means my equity I have in that phone is $1 million. But now I read Rich Dad Poor Dad in JS3 and through my SS1 as well. You know, it's a book for some reason someone took my copy and I think I need to get a new one. I need to read it all over again. It opened my mind to see the world from a different perspective. I started questioning retirement. I started looking into the word business, financial literacy, you know, and that I was raised. I'm a Christian, anyways. First and foremost, I'm a Christian. All right, big shout out to God. And I read somewhere where they say, "Show me a man who is diligent in his work, and he would stand before kings." All right, and not mere men. So apparently, I just took that stuff and moved up with it, and then also considered what's it called, the Rich Dad book, and also the scripture, another scripture that says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. So I my mind drifted into inquisition. I mean, I started looking for God. Yes. It's funny how a while back, sometime 2014 or 2015, I had a man who was trying to give me some you know, Buddhist something or Judaism kind of stuff, and I actually looked it up. What am I saying is, I have a free mind. I think in every situation you can learn, and every situation happens through time. Time is a currency. Basically, we're changing each day we wake up. All right, it's time ticking. The year doesn't end. I don't think the new year actually has anything to do with someone who was not born on the 1st of January. I'm just saying of the Georgian calendar or whatever calendar we're using. I think the day you're born actually marks your new year, because that is when your time starts ticking afresh. I mean, that's practically the day you say, okay, I'm +1, meaning your time just clocked again. And time is measured through what? Like seasons. 10 years, 20 years, in decades, and then you're not counting millennia, like thousands. I'm just saying centuries. I tell people 100 years ago, my grandparents or great grandparents would have doubted the possibilities of a mobile phone. I'm just saying. So time is crucial. All I'm trying to say here is, guys, I was blessed by that little, chat. It felt good hearing that people actually believe beyond what they're doing. I like to hear positive aspirations. It excites me. All right. So basically, that was time. That is opportunity. All I'm trying to say is I've always worked for opportunities, man. I don't think opportunities are necessarily handed to you, man. You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. Biblically, there's a story for it. It's called the 10 virgins, all right? There were 5 wise virgins and 5 foolish virgins. There's a time and season for everything. Solomon is an incredible individual. He's actually a role model, 679.7. 679.7. So guys, time is of the essence. 679.7. And then a few years back down the line, I also, stumbled while I was using my Nokia Lumia phone. It's actually a Microsoft, so big shout out to Bill Gates. Shout out to the Microsoft community, man. That mobile was sick, literally sick. And then I bumped into Investopedia. It was like a site, where I could read the prices of stocks, the prices of commodities. I mean, literally everything was up for sale. Sugar, water, cattle, oil, gold, silver, currencies, everything that could be sold online was sold, was traded, and they had a price. So I said I needed to get this stuff. I don't even know if I registered anyways, but as life would have it, here I am today, guys. And I would say honestly, I'm better. I saw this as far back as like 2015, 2016, yeah? And I think I was even telling my guys, like, there's this service called Bolt currently in Port Harcourt, running in my country, Nigeria, anyways. And, I saw it light years ahead. To be honest, some of my guys who really know me, when sit down and I just, pour some of these things out, man, they would testify to it, man. I saw this premium kind of service coming in, and I said it. I don't know, for some reason, man, God has been good to me. I mean, a lot of tragedies around happening, but for some reason, man, me and mine have been preserved. That is the word. We've been preserved, and tonight I felt it, man. Today I felt it, man. It was chill. Yeah. I started with unity, man. Unity. Unity was basically the essence of the meat. Unity, that you have a community. 502.2. You have a community, man. You're part of something. Born together, that's all. And with that kind of mindset, when you come into the chat, all right, you're just free, man. You just see what you want to see. All right. Enough of that. I don't know. Just enjoy the music playing on the background. But let me explain. Back to the chat now. So this is US30, and basically this is the stock index. It is a basket stock for the top 30 performing companies, in the US. With a lot of jobs coming up home-wise. I mean, PPI was also incredible, but CPI was down. It shows that a lot of changes are coming in. Although the dollar, the currency itself is weak, but then labor is cheap. Do you understand what happens now? The dollar is actually weakening, and stocks are currently buying. What does that tell you? It tells you that labor jobs are gradually improving because these companies would need to hire people. All right. And some of these companies are actually, maybe some are tech, some are agriculture. The US30 is basically that basket of currency. The top performing 30 companies. That is it. Alright? So it's cheaper now for labor. It's cheaper to hire. Companies can hire. Do you understand? Let's say I have a factory in the US, or I have a factory, and you see all through here the dollar was buying. Alright? The dollar bought here before, subsequently tanking and blah, 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 blah. At this point, all right, it would be expensive for me to just hire people. Do you understand? But at this point, you see, I can actually take in more because labor is actually cheap now. I can employ people and I can pay more. That means good production and fast. It means efficiency for my business. It means efficiency for my business. If I can offer you something worthwhile, it's good for my business because I would have greater input. And that is basically what we see here in price action. We took out this relative low here. This is the daily structure, all right? And I'm going to drop down to a correlating time frame, which is the hourly time, the 60 minutes, and then we're going to see this price action. You see, we traded here, and then we started retracing. Alright, from a retracement here, we broke up into what? A consolidation. A consolidation coming at 150.5. Alright, we had like a consolidation here before massively breaking there. 150.5. It just feels good to actually teach people. Yes, I think educating people doesn't end. It shouldn't be an ending thing, and I don't think one should stop educating his or herself. You understand? No matter how bad, lame, or dumb you think you are, I think no matter your status in life, you get it? No matter your status in life, no matter your position in life, there's something to learn. There's something to learn. At every level, life is presenting you with, multiple opportunities, with different choices. So is the chart. Alright? After putting in what? The relative low. Everybody is saying dumb money. Alright? Dumb money is thinking This market has been buying. Let me buy. Let me buy. So for every time this market becomes bullish, dumb money is buying. All right, dumb money is buying. But I know, because I'm not a dumb money. I'm not a dumb trader. I'm actually watching. I'm spotting the market for liquidity. And remember, this is the daily time frame. So we'll be going shortly to our 60 minutes. I'll show you. All right, I'm not part of dump money. Look, if I were a novice and I come into this market, I'll say, this market has been dumping. Because what? Primarily as a new trader, you're taught that price would only do this: higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Or price is just completely going to go from higher that thing and go back to higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low. But what I'm trying to tell you is this: when you look at price, all right, in between these higher highs you are having here, there is another higher high, higher low. Things we call liquidity. There is something called a liquidity in the market. Liquidity build up. Because the market overall functions with liquidity. It functions with liquidity. Liquidity is basically money. It's a transfer of money from the dumb money to the smart money. And what I'm teaching you here is actually called smart money concept. Big shout out to my mentor, ICT, Michael. I got this free off of YouTube, so I'm putting it out there too for free. You can learn if you put in the work. You understand? You can learn if you put in the work. It's all here for generations to come. I mean, it's going to be there for my kids. You are going to see this. Go and watch it. It's going to be part of your will, man. It's going to be part of my legacy. Go and watch it. Develop your mind. Read. I was with my boss a few days back, and just conveying him around town, and to my greatest surprise, he made a stop at a bookshop. This is someone I think, yes, he has something. I mean, he has been places, he has walked into rooms with people, people of society, and he's walking into a bookstore. Why on earth is he stopping at a bookshop? He bought 2 books. Man, I tell people, man, read, learn something you've never learned before. You only live one life. Like, these are all emotions I got off with from the meeting. I mean, there's more to life. There's more than you've ever been. Once in a while, man, once upon a time, I was in high school, and that goes to say, mistakes never really go away. I mean, it's not like you have to completely wipe your brain. Am I correct? The world may forget, but there's a reminder in you that this has happened, can never happen again, should never happen. You can't just because man, let's forget that. Let's forget that. So this is a chart, yeah. So price puts in what after the relative high. All right. After we have this relative high, we're just taking, for instance, I think my cut tool should work beautifully here. Where do I have that? So, replay. Let's see if I can replay. So apparently my replay only works on my daily. Alright, let's take this guy out. So as you can see here, this is price. Putting in what? A high. Just after we made what? Just after this bullish condition, we come here then and we put in a high. Why is someone that reckless now? I mean, it's crazy. Recklessness for me, I don't know. I find it appalling. I know I'm not perfect, but clumsiness irritates me. Left for me, I think everyone should have an itinerary of their day. Like, this is what I want to do. I hate sloppiness. Sloppiness annoys me. So this is the high, and then we have this low here, and price was just trading in between it, as you can see. We didn't really take it out. Then we come here, we nick it in, all right, thinking we'll go up again. You know, dumb money is trying to buy again, but then we forcefully close, all right, and then let's see what happens. We close, and then we make what? This is what I call what? A change in the state of delivery. We've taken out a significant low. We've had what? A change in the state of delivery. What do we have here? Are you seeing? We have a breaker block. You draw that out in time and you see what price does. So now we are going to hit the replay tool and see what price exactly did. This low now, don't forget this low is protected. Let's pause. So if I had gone long on this trade, as soon as we broke this guy, if I had gone long on that trade, my low would probably have been here, and then I would be targeting 1:2. All right, this is just on the daily time frame, 1:2. Let's see how that plays out. As you can see, we are already running in profit because this is a protected low. Are you seeing? And we automatically hit it. We just go straight for it. Are you seeing? As soon as we took this out, we put in a new low. All right, let's pause. Are you seeing? Liquidity taking. All right, liquidity taking. A return back into range. A change in the state of delivery. And what? Entry. Trusting that what? Price is not going to take out these lows. All right, and then we just, in how many days? We did that in how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6 days. So that would be about 1 week, 5 trading days and 1. So that is like in 1 week and a day. All right, because what? In between. All right, candle 4 and 5, we're consolidating days. But candle 5 took out what? The lows of candle 4, and then we just traded higher. So let's continue and see. Now that we have, are you saying? This was what? This level we have here on the daily. These are relatively equal highs on the daily. Now, this daily candle which came opened and closed on July 28, Monday 2025. This candle traded and then closed back into the range of what? Wednesday 23rd July. So this was the past 3 days. For the past 3 days, price was what? Consolidating. Price was just ranging in the 3-day range. And then what? On the 4th day we close back into it. Now let's play and see what happens. I'm waiting for price to close below this candle. If price closes below this candle, let me have my line. So once price closes this candle, we have what? A daily change in the state of trade. So if price closes below this candle, I'm looking to go what? I'm looking to go short now on this candle. And target what? Ratio 2. Let's play. Are you seeing? So now we have a candle closure above that low we are anticipating. Now we want to go short with entry at that level there. Alright? Entry either here at the close of this candle, and then we have this high as our descent, and then we target what? This low. You see, this is even giving us 2.5. So this is like 1:2.5. Yeah? 1 to 2.5. So let's play. Now we have what? A daily change in the state of delivery. We swept what? Liquidity. Tapped into higher time frame. This was the daily relative low at this point. But this two now you're saying, this is far back at 10th December 2024. That was the last time the US30 put in a high. And that high has not been taken. He tried it during 31st January 2025. After what? After the December, the 4th of December, price tried to break above it but could not on the 31st of January. So it became a relative equal high, and price hates to see anything like that. You understand? Like algorithmically, algorithm wise, price does not like to see equal, relative equal height. So people who had their stocks at this point selling this market, saying, okay, it will go down and all that, let me hold. All right, they were taken out. But that's not really what I want to say. But basically, this point you're seeing here, this relative height of the uh, weekly time frame. So it takes 7 days to make a week. So obviously the weekly candle or range is stronger. So as soon as we swept this liquidity on that weekly, on the daily here, alright, we've swept one here, took out another one and closed back inside the range again of this particular candle. Are you saying I go there for what? An entry, and let's play it. Change the state of delivery. Are you seeing price is still forming? Let's see. Let's see how low we get. Massive. 2 days straight, price was dumping. Alright? Are you seeing? We have that. We have it. So it took price. How many days? We entered on. We had our price set on the 30th of July, which was Wednesday. Price triggered on that Wednesday. Our high. Are you seeing? The high was protected there. The high was protected, and then we just. So it. Watch something else. You could also have taken an entry from where? This candle. The open of this candle is at 741.6. 741.6. I don't know if I'm to say God bless you. Some people say they say God bless you. Some say when they call my name. Some say this is that. But how to say God is good. So are you saying if you are taking an entry from the open, usually, all right, usually I love taking my entries from this candle open. So if you are taking your entry here, all would have happened is you have a better risk to reward. Alright? This is already a two, so this possibly would have even been like a 1:3. Alright? And you see price start closing on Wednesday 30th. And then what? On Thursday we also traded lower. And then what again? On Friday we done smashing what? The lows that we're putting on the 16th of July. I said this is easy money. So for 3 days, if you're basically someone who do not have like so much time, for 3 days you would have been, you know, give you would have cashed out for quick wash, 1:2. Simple, simple, simple. So all the intraday volatility and nonsense doesn't really affect you. Alright, let me fast forward, let me make it faster so we can let's see what price does. As soon as we shift this low, I'm looking to see if we get what to change in the state of the user somewhere. I'm looking for what the next stage of price. Now we've tapped into a higher time frame fair value gap, as you can see it, and you're seeing this liquidity token, other block, you see broken, boom, protected low. This one now becomes what two, protected low, below. So this is exactly what happens on the lower time frame. So let me remove this stuff from here. Let's just have the chart. So going down now to the hourly chart, that's 24th July. I have the line there. Are you seeing what price action looks like? That's same thing on the daily. These are the relative highs on the daily. Alright? It happened on Thursday, as you can see. The next week opens and then the whole week opens and we are just trending downwards. Alright? And basically all we're respecting your what? Candle closure. Are you seeing? Candle closure. Um, these are the lows again. I was looking at the down plan, alright? So we did that, we retraced, alright? Monday was retracing to Friday gap, alright? Around here, alright? Premium to 12, so this time, targeting where this low. So intraday wise, using the same process, alright? Intraday wise, using the same process that would have happened on the daily, let me use bring in something. I don't know, make it okay. So these lines, these partitions you're seeing, these partitions are actually called your session breaks. They tell you when Friday's trading stop and Monday open. They tell you when Thursday's trading stop and where Wednesday or Friday open. That is the work of this stuff. And now, as you can clearly see, this was what Monday spent the entire day retracing, giving Tuesday an opportunity to tap into Thursday's gap. And as soon as we ticked in, boom, are you seeing? We have what here? A change in the state of delivery. So if I was going short here, all right, I'll be putting my entry around, say, this point. All right, and then I will have my stop maybe around this point. All right, and then I'm targeting what? This low. As you can see, this low gave us what? A quick what? 1:3. Very quick. Are you seeing we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hours of straight downward movement. So you can imagine entering this stock on some reasonable levels, targeting this low. Ooh. Oh my god. And as soon as that happened, we had what? A reversal market. We had a sweet quick reversal. I think this will open that then. This was a reversal. We put in what? A low. If we have this low, this becomes what? Our change in the state of delivery. Are you seeing? We have a change in the state of delivery. We are waiting for what? Another one here. This is another little change in the state of delivery we have. The game is the game. Down close candle. Are you seeing? We broke above it. So instantly, this would have been the entry. Where again long. Are you seeing? You're buying long here. It stops where? Stops below here. Start is protected. You're targeting where? This high. This is the 1:4. Are you seeing? But it took price how many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It took 6 hours for price to move from this point to this high. Alright? But preferably if you were taking say a 1:3 or 1:4, you're targeting this gap here. Are you seeing 1 hour's worth of that was 9 o'clock. Alright, that was exactly when the stock market opened at 9:30 when the 9:30 bell ran. You know, people started trading, alright, others were flowing and all that. That was that candle. Alright? And you see how it was safe. So this is a protected low. Look, let me show you something. See, look at the build up. Alright, after this one, this was the first change in the state of delivery. We had this one here. I see price came down respectively. Then we had this one that strips out this low. Alright, that takes out that low. So this one becomes the other block for London session. Are you seeing? So it's protected. Then we come down during what? It created a range again. London didn't even take the highs here. These highs were still protected from where? Previous day. These highs were protected, and then Thursday, London failed to even take it out, creating what? Equal lows. Equal highs rather. So this price comes down to Nifty, and then we have what? The new change in around London. Are you seeing? The London Open is the candle that goes swept. So we have a new change in the state of delivery there, and I'm entering above that level with my stops here. And price just
always ask around about the boy as if he's gone missing.
So if you are someone who can hold a trade for long, let's see. I'll go and check it out in the daily time frame. Let's just see how far
I guess it doesn't help pretending like you never listened. I can tell you all about the way a nigga living, but the Hennessy agreement says I only got a minute.
So let's
Last
see
of a
it on
dying
the
breed,
daily
set up
time
for
frame
extinction. My shit is dope, the viewers might be set up for addiction. In the beginning, I just wanted to be heard, so I decided to double down, triple in my worth.
From this high now, this reversal. Remember we caught this point, but now this reversal going up to target what? This daily level. Price to how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't have the strength to hold this trade for 8 days. No. How much did I do this? So that's basically each time you have what? A change in the state of delivery, expect price to expand higher again.
It's the God class master,
Or
rap
expand
rapture,
lower.
lights capture, night beam, flashlight scenes, it might zap ya. The black vampire team.
So look at the
laid back
structure
up.
from the
Wesley,
daily.
Church or Balindi, Google that cut.
This is a new
My
gap
inner
we
self was
have.
talking to my sinner self, cause way before the last
Alright.
obstacle
This
I
is a
was
new
my
gap
inner
we
self.
created, and then
If I
price is
was, then I
currently
am. It's
expecting
the same
it, like
story.
you can see.
If I wasn't,
What
I'll
do we
be
have
damn.
there?
Push the grain, know me. But first, know yourself and respect that. Whatever side you put your money, you should check that. They say wisdom is profitable. No need to stretch that. Otherwise, the break could be more than a minor setback.